Hello and welcome back. This week we've had lots of tough decisions to make in terms of what we're going to do about holidays, whether there are going to be any holidays, and what we're going to do in the future. So France to France or not to France, that is the question. We booked our France holiday last year. We were going to Brittany, a place called Les Ormes, which is in Dol Bretagne. We were sailing through Poole and going to Cherbourg. It's all booked. And then we were having 3 nights at a site in a place called Saint Martin. I can't forget that, can I? Saint Martin. And we were going to look at the Bay Tapestry and around there. And then we were going to move down to Dol for 2 weeks and then explore that area. And coming back, we were going to do the Poole, Cherbourg Poole ferry again. And we cancelled it last year and we moved it into next year, or this year. We booked it for August this year. And recently, what's happening with everything that's going on with COVID, I don't need to explain that, I'm sure you know. We've kind of looked at our decision again in terms of, is it the right decision? Now, I know it's very early, it's only January, and we're a long way off summer yet, and there is a good chance or a possibility that we could be travelling to France. What we wanted to do is to make sure that we had something booked for summer. Now, lots of things and lots of different scenarios crossed our mind, and I just want to kind of run through some of those kind of thought process, some of the things that we were thinking about on this France trip. So, we've noticed recently, if you're going to France, you have to have a COVID test within 72 hours of departure. Now, with us both working in schools, there's a possibility that we might get the vaccine before then, but we still have to have a COVID test. So we would have to have that COVID test before. Now, if we left the holiday as it is, all in place, and we got down a couple of days before and one of us tested positive, including Molly, then we'd have to cancel the holiday and we'd lose everything. And going on the back of that, I kind of looking at other things, and I realised that actually, obviously because we're there for 2.5, nearly 3 weeks, we would have to have a COVID test on the way back. Now, I'm not sure how this works, but if we were to test positive on the other side while we're in France, what would happen? Do we need to stay there until we 10 days until we're clear? I don't know, and we haven't got that time after the holiday in order for us to do that. So we kind of looked at everything, and what we didn't want to do is do that, go down there and end up something happening, and then we're having to cancel the holiday there and come back and having no holiday at all and losing a great deal of money. So there's a great deal of uncertainty of how or what's going to happen. So what I wanted to do nice and early is make a decision, because I think for both of us, we've been on pins thinking, is this going to go ahead? Can this happen? Will we be able to go? And I think we wanted to take control of that decision. So what we've decided to do is cancel France again for this year. And we're going to move it, hopefully to next year. We have contacted the site, and we paid a deposit. This was not last year, the year before. And they're going to keep that deposit as kind of like a credit note, because we do want to go, and we really love France and we want to return to there. So they're going to keep that. And also what we've done is we've cancelled the ferry. We booked the ferry through the Caravan and Motorhome Club, and they've been really great. We're really early on our cancellation, so we've kind of cancelled the ferry. We've got the refund for that. I just need to cancel the other site now. And then what we're going to do is book something in the UK. So going back to what I was saying before, what we don't want is getting to summer and finding that within days before we're supposed to be going on holiday, our holiday's been cancelled. This way, we have taken control of it. I think also what we were thinking about is when we got to France, if there are restrictions on, how will that affect our holiday? Will we be able to go and visit places? Will we be able to move around freely? So that's another concern for us, really, that if we're going on holiday, we want it to be an holiday. But if we're having to watch about where we have to go, there's restrictions on places that you can go. A lot of the attractions and visitor places, or little towns, are not open because of restrictions. That for us will then take the fun out of the holiday. So that's possibly another reason that we've really thought about it, that we want to holiday and we don't want to be restricted. So that's one of the other things that we took into consideration when we cancelled. So we have booked something in the UK. We booked 2 weeks at a site, which I'll tell you about at a later date when that's all confirmed up. Let's say we have booked it, but we're just looking at a few other things. Maybe we can extend it, or go, because we offer 5 weeks, 6 weeks. We can change things around. Also, what we've had to think about booking something in the UK is one thing that I did make sure is when I phoned up, I asked them what their COVID policy was in terms of if we were to cancel that one or we weren't able to go, what could happen. So the site have been really good, and they have a new COVID policy in there. And if we're not able to travel through them being shut, or we being in a different tier, or one of us getting ill, we can either move the holiday, have a refund, or just book it at another time. So that's really good. I think that's key to do nowadays. It's great with the Caravan and Motorhome Club, because if you're booking a site through them, you don't pay a deposit, and you can change it quite easily. But with independent sites, it's a little bit different. So it's always worth nowadays just asking what their COVID policy is. So yes, that's it. France is cancelled and off again this year. And I know I'll probably, like I said earlier on, a lot of you will be thinking that's a little bit early to make that decision. But for us, we don't want to be always thinking about, oh, are we going away or are we not going away? And also we wanted to make sure that we had something that we can have in the UK. And we've booked that. I think it's going to be possibly okay for summer. Hopefully we will be able to get out and get some decent holidays. So what are your thoughts? What do you think? Have you got France holiday booked up? I know there's quite a few people that do go to France quite a lot. And I'm not saying, I think you probably will be able to go to France, but we want to make sure that we've definitely got something booked. So what do you think, Caravan Vlogger? I know you like France. Are you going to be booking over this year, or are you just hanging on and staying in the UK? I think the UK is going to be busy, staycation this year. So let us know what you think. Drop me your comments in the section below, and we can have a discussion maybe about that. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.